What up, cuckolds? It's your boy, the hater. And the reality is that we all watched Money in the Bank, and we all noticed that after Cody Rhodes came out, and now the fans have gotten even more Nick Beardish, they sang along not just to Cody's theme, but to Randy Orton's theme, right? It was really stupid. It was really cringe. But as soon as the match started, the fans started cheering, "We want Roman!" Because that's what the fans want, right? Nobody wants to see these pretend main eventers, right? A lot of people were pissed off. They're like, Roman Reigns only wrestled 10 times last year. Yeah, so what? All those 10 times were noteworthy. You tuned in to watch that shit. Like, had I known what this event was going to be, I never would have watched it. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't compelling. Like, if this was like a Great Balls of Fire and it wasn't a Money in the Bank, I wouldn't care at all. I tuned in for the Money in the Bank match and stayed because fuck it, why not, you know? But the reality is, this company definitely needs Roman back. Triple H does not know what he's doing. He hasn't made one star ever. I don't think he understands what it takes to make a star. Triple H was always the straight man. Like, when he was the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight champion, or when he was doing anything that involved him being in the main event, he was always the other guy, right? Triple H doesn't know what it's like to be a star because Triple H, and I'm going to say it, motherfucks, was never a star. Straight up, motherfucks. Straight up. I don't want to hear people pretend that Triple H was the star. Triple H in every single feud ever, basically. Ever, motherfucks. Except for like when he feuded with Dean Ambrose, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about real feuds here. Every single main event type feud Triple H has been a part of, he's always been the other guy. He's always been the B side, right? It's always been the other guy's story, motherfucks. Even when Triple H wrestled Jericho and he was massively over, it was still Jericho's moment, if you ask me, cucks. You know, Jericho's another one of those where, like, he's always the other guy, right? Like, it's never like, and I love Jericho. I think Jericho's one of the best ever, but like, and I think Triple H is one of the best ever too, because Triple H, you know, being the other guy is not a shame, but it's not the same thing as being the star. Triple H doesn't understand what it means to be the star, so he doesn't know how to make stars. That's my new theory, cucks. Now, Roman Reigns is a bona fide star, and he needs to come back immediately, because if he doesn't come back, then we are going to be left basically this year. I mean, I think it's already like it's written in the stars, motherfuckers. This year is the Roman comeback year, cucks. Roman Reigns is coming back this year, and that's the only thing that's happening, motherfucks. Everything else is just filler or lead-ins to build into that. You know, but there comes a point where the lead-in becomes annoying, right? The lead-in now involves people telling me that Jacob Fatu, who is like 250 pounds at most, they're telling me that he's 285 pounds. No, he isn't. No, he isn't, motherfucks. I'm not stupid. Like Corey Graves fucking straight up says, Randy Orton has to be pushing 295. Are you fucking retarded? Are you fucking retarded? Like, straight up. Like, fucking Half Thor, I think Half Thor is like 350. And Half Thor is like 7'3" or whatever. Like, and he's just a massive man. If you put him next to Randy Orton, you'd be like, oh my God. Like, they would assume that Half Thor is like some sort of golem or something, and like Randy Orton was like his human companion, like if they found them in the same grave, you know what I mean? So like, Randy Orton is not 295, that's fucking retarded. So to disrespect me that much by telling me that Randy Orton is a super heavyweight, like, have you lost your mind? But anyways, I digress. The point is, everyone's a tiny, small midget, and we are told that they're bigger than they actually are, right? And we're told they're tougher than they actually are. Oh, Jacob Fatu went to prison. It doesn't take much to go to prison, motherfuckers. It doesn't take much to go to prison. I haven't been myself, but disclaimer, there's been times when I've gotten pretty close. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, back in the day, cucks. But the truth is that it's not like, I know a lot of people, as a result of that, I know a lot of people that have been. And they're not like these super tough guys. They're regular people like me and you. Most of them go to prison for dumb shit like, you know, DUIs and drug possession and shit like that. Like, they're not like, and same thing with Jacob Fatu. They're trying to make him sound like a monster. They're like a Samoan werewolf. And maybe he is a tough guy. I'm not here to like judge that. I'm just saying that, like, yo, in this roster, like, you have Chad Gable, who's an Olympian. Like, in no way, shape, or form would Jacob Fatu beat up Chad Gable. He's not big enough to like he's probably not stronger than Chad Gable either. Like, so it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to like sell these jobbers as being next level. And it's like, you have to do a lot of selling because it's evident that Jacob Fatu is a nobody, right? He's like a smaller Umaga. Oh, look, it's smaller Umaga. Shouldn't he be a main eventer? No, Umaga wasn't a main eventer. You know, the amount of small dudes and the lack of star power combined really failed the event last night, right? This is not specifically about the event. but it's more about the incongruities of booking, right? So we've got, for example, Kevin Owens. His mother's in the hospital. I hope she makes a full recovery and very fast. You know what I mean? That's serious shit. I hope he goes through it well, and I hope she doesn't die, God forbid, right? However, motherfucks, Kevin Owens is also like using this as part of the storyline. My mom said to go beat up the bloodline like never before, and he didn't do any of that. He let his mother down. He just came out there, got his ass whooped. And it's like, just because your mom is in the hospital, this doesn't mean that you now have more of a right to beat up Solo Sikoa, right? Like, he didn't put your mom in the hospital. You know what I mean? Like, so there's that. But we're not going to focus on that at all. We're going to focus on the fact that this main event has nothing going for it, right? And this main event, I'm using this as an example, if you will, of the reality that wrestling has nothing going for it right now. That's what it is. I'm not concerned about this main event. I don't give a shit. It's more that wrestling has nothing going for it. Like nothing. There's nothing to look forward to, right? Like what is there to look forward to now? You know, the Money in the Bank, which is one of the few things that you can look forward to, is gone. What is there to look forward to? The CM Punk Drew McIntyre like feud? You know? Why? I don't care. I don't care. CM Punk's obviously gonna win, right? That's the whole point. CM Punk's gonna win that feud, and that's gonna be it, motherfucks. And also, Drew McIntyre is carrying this feud single-handedly. So it's like he's not doing anything else. So there's nothing to look forward to with respect to Drew McIntyre. So what else is there to do? Nothing. There's two things to look forward to. Number one, Bloodline versus Roman Reigns, which is not going to happen anytime soon. And two, I hate to say it, the Wyatt Six, right? I'm not looking forward to it in the sense that I'm excited about it, but I'm curious to see like how they wrestle, right? I will accept that these wrestlers are now being repackaged as new dudes. So I expect Joe Gacy to now have a new move. I don't expect him to do the little clothesline thing that he does as Huskus the Pig or whatever. I expect him to do like a legit move, you know? We'll see how that goes, motherfuckers. We'll see how that goes. So with new moves, with new characters, that's exciting. Every time someone debuts, there's a little bit of excitement going on. So, and same thing with Bo Dallas. I know it's not a debut, but basically it is because he hasn't been there for like 6 years. So I'd like to see what moves he's going to use. Is he going to use Sister Abigail? Like, is he going to be a mid-card jobber, or are they going to try to pretend to put him in the main event for a little bit first? I don't think that's going to happen. But these are the things that we have to look forward to. And as we've established many times on the Hater channel, these are not things that anybody cares about. These are not things to look forward to willingly, right? These are things that make you turn the channel the other way, motherfucks. So, of course, the fans keep saying we want Roman, right? It's really that simple. We need Roman Reigns to come back because wrestling is basically like, yeah, I mean, I think it's the worst it's ever been. I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, this is the best wrestling's been. Wrestling's better than ever. No, it isn't. Like, you know it's not, motherfucks. How can wrestling be better than ever when the main event involves Kevin Owens and Tama Tonga? Have you lost your mind? These guys, like, Kevin Owens is not good enough to be a mid-card champion. Tama Tonga, like, Kevin Owens is not good enough to beat Logan Paul. And Tama Tonga is, in like a year or two, Tama Tonga will be on main event. Not the main event, motherfuckers. WWE main event. Where you'll be jobbing to, like, fucking the Buzzard. You know, or Huskus the Pig Boy. You know, this is not looking good. This is not going well. Nobody cares about any of this. And quite frankly, I personally believe that all of this can just go down to Triple H and him sucking ass. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand what's going on. He doesn't know what he's booking. With that being said, cucks, that's that. Motherfuckers!